Great hockey players are tough, smart, and know how to take advantage of opportunity when they see it. That pretty much sums up Rick J. Lindsey, a hockey star in his youth and an insurance star as an adult. These days, Rick is the president, chairman, and CEO of Prime Insurance Company. I'm John Weber for Vest Review Magazine, and it's my pleasure to speak to him today. Rick, great to talk with you.
Well, thanks for asking me to join you. I appreciate it.
So, Rick, how has Prime Insurance Company handled the challenges and market disruptions in the last few years?
Well, I think it's called the hard market. It's an opportunity. And, it's when I go back to 1986 and recreation being uninsurable, trucks are kind of the same thing right now, but it's all driven by injuries and litigation and being able to manage that. And I think that's the lost art that we here at Prime do better. We work closely with our insureds to navigate the legal system, and it's not a bad legal system. It's the best in the world as long as you're not afraid of it and you know how to navigate it.
How can Prime be profitable while insuring high risk businesses that other companies won't touch, Rick?
I believe it's a partnership between the insured and the insurance company. Um, Agreeing up front what the strategy, the plan is, report claims early, get prepared, do the right thing, um, and pricing it properly. If you start off at the wrong price and people have claims that they're going to have and you don't have the appropriate price, then you cancel them or stop writing that class of business, which kind of is an admission that you got it wrong. So getting the right price is the beginning, but even if you're charging more money, if you have an insured that you can't manage through the litigation process, then you're going to overpay claims like every other insurance company. So we focus on managing claims, and I tell people all the time, the only thing we do is manage claims successfully. Anybody can issue paper and collect money. What we really do that adds value is manage the claims in-house. We don't outsource it. We manage it with our insured, and I think that's kind of what USF&G used to do when I was a young man.
How is Prime different?
Well, we don't give our pen away. We've made money for many, many years. We talk with every insured directly with the producers on the phone. I want to lay the track and tell them the journey that's going to happen if they have a claim, and I want to know that we have the same game plan. So talking to the insureds before you issue them a quote and a policy is critical. Again, I think, as a company, we want to make happy customers. That means that you can't just shoot in the dark, write policies, and then figure out, can you make a customer happy or not? Or, is he going to want to pay frivolous claims? And, I think our job is to fight frivolous claims.
Can you tell us how Prime is impacting the relationship between carrier, producer, and insureds?
Well, again, I repeat myself. We talk to the insureds. Many years ago, when I started requiring that, I got a lot of pushback, but most producers actually appreciate it, and I explain it to them that it takes them off the hook when and if the company cancels them or mismanages a claim. They can complain directly to us, the company. Many times the agent ends up being the bad guy because the company that wanted to issue it a year or two ago doesn't want to issue it anymore, and they've overpaid a claim.
Rick, how do you view the state of the market going forward?
I think there's a lot of people still trying to do it the wrong way. New people getting the pen, paying for fronts. Obviously the goal is to get prices down, but with nuclear verdicts and social engineering and all the losses piling up, and people's unprofitability, obviously A lot of stuff needs to change to make it better for the industry, and so that the industry makes happy customers. Law firms are growing and the lawyers are winning because we make unhappy customers. When we take somebody's money and we let them underinsure their house or not have flood and then they have a claim, we can't make them happy. And then they're unhappy. And when insureds are unhappy, it's real easy for them to find a lawyer to sue an insurance company. I believe there's a lot of lawyers that make unhappy customers too, because it's a long and arduous process on their side. And they always don't win. They always don't get the money they think they're going to get. And, I would say when a lawyer makes an unhappy customer, where do they go? Right? There's nobody that really wants to sue lawyers. So as insurance companies, we have to be very mature about who we insure, because there's a broad range. When I got into the MGA business, you could surcharge 20% and credit 10. Well, those are too tight a guardrails. Some people may need to pay 3 or 4 or 5 times what somebody else pays, depending on their history, their location, and the way they operate. So flexibility is key. And again, in hard markets like this, everybody's flexibility goes away, their appetite goes away. And I think, again, we're perfectly positioned to take advantage of that. Now, any insured that has claims and blames the insurance company, as an insurance company, I have reinsurance, and that allows me to do things, higher limits and provide coverage that other people don't. But if I wasn't making money, that reinsurance goes away in 90 days. So, it's the same for me as it is a trucking company that has too many claims. You have to be able to manage both ends of your business, the intake and the outtake, and managing the claims is, critical to any business. And I believe it does take a partnership. I need good insurance. They need a good insurance company. We have the legal system that we can win. And I got 40 years of lawsuits that I've won that proves you can. And in all of those, none of the lawyers I ever hired or that work for me have told me to fight, right? Lawyers tell you to settle. They try and negotiate the best deal. And, to me, you've got to fight to keep the teeter-totter or the scale equal. If you're always settling 98% of claims, you're feeding the dragon that's going to, burn your house down.
Excellent advice. Rick, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
I appreciate you asking me to join you.
That was Rick J. Lindsey, President, Chairman, and CEO of Prime Insurance Company. And I'm John Weber for Best Review Magazine.